Guys, it's Starry Rainbow Twinflame 1111 with a kind of a bit of a different reading for you guys. I'm mixing this up a little bit because I've just felt guided to. But first of all, I need to give you guys a couple of pieces of information. One of them is a download I received. Well, it's more a download stroke vision because I saw a very visual image. I've been in conversation with Bernie from the Hood Oracle today. Her channel is in my featured channels list. And she shared with me a video, and I'm sure she won't mind me telling you all, of somebody saying they don't agree with karmics being bitches, spawn of Satan, all the rest of it. And it was very interesting because this woman in this video, she was like chewing her lip every 2 seconds. She was waving her hands around like an erratic, crazy person, like she was possessed. And here she is going off saying that, you know, the karmics are not to be hated, all this kind of crap. It's literally 9 minutes of devil's spew. And it's very interesting that all these different little videos are cropping up all of a sudden. The video in question is not from recent, but it has been made this year. And the other thing I wanted to share with you guys, for those of you that are in karmic situations or your DM is in a karmic situation, and for karmics watching, because I probably do have some karmics on my channel, you know, I may as well just put that out there. Some of these karmics that are pregnant, now I received this very graphic vision today. It was just literally 10-15 minutes after I finished talking with Bernie as well. And I thought I'd sit on it for a bit. And then I had this inclination, okay, I've got to put it out. But what I like to do is I like to sit on something first. And then if I feel guided to, I'll put it out. So some of these karmics that are pregnant, what I've seen, not all of those babies are going to make it. Now, some of them are going to be miscarriages. I'm sorry to be the one that has to say it. And I'm not wishing this on anybody. And some of them, they're going to be very close to the due date, but they're going to be coming out as stillborns. Now, I've never seen something like this in a vision before, and I honestly don't know how to react to it. It's not the most pleasant thing to see. You know, I've seen things in visions before. I've seen demonic entities and all sorts, but I've never seen something like this. So, you know, that's the message, guys. And I want to get on with the reading. So this is going to be a very mixed bag. Something very different I want to do. So we've got the Knight of Pentacles in the world here. Wow. Cycles are ending, guys. King of Cups. This is a very emotional. Page of Swords and Judgment. So there's probably a little bit of social media stalking still going on. And we got the Two of Swords in reverse. So somebody is no longer conflicted by a decision. So what I'm getting from this is this looks to me like the masculine. We still got a little bit of social media stalking and actual physical stalking, which I'm not surprised by. Knight of Pentacles. So this indicates to me that cycles are ending, but they are, albeit slow. And we've got the King of Cups. This is an emotional thing, and also the Lovers, I've just literally noticed, is on the back of the deck. So this is in relation to a love situation, and the Lovers has actually just fallen onto the floor, so I guess we're going to take it. This is in relation to a love situation that is ending. There is a love situation that is ending, that is very slow, and it's so slow that it doesn't look like it's actually ending. But somebody is no longer confused about a decision. They've had their judgment call. They've done some research. I see this Page of Swords as social media stalking. Somebody's been doing their research this week. Somebody's been all over Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is, like crazy. This to me feels like the DM's energy. But we're going to dig into it further. King of Swords. And the Eight of Pentacles. This is somebody that's been very, very defensive and protective of this union, of this connection. This is the DM. There's no mistaking it. Look, we've got the Magician. There we go. And the Nine of Cups. So the union is very much on the DM's mind. Let me just take a sip of my tea, guys. I am mixing this reading up. I'm not focusing so much on the usual decks of cards I use. I'm going with the Magical Unicorns. And I'm also going to use the Chrysalis Tarot, which I have not used for months. Because for some reason... Oh, look. The Lovers just fell out. Wow. Not going to take it. If it comes out again, we'll take it. But obviously I need to shuffle them. So, the Healer. The Page of Mirrors. I believe this is the Page of Cups. This is somebody that is slightly... They've been being slightly immature. But they do want to come forward. And they're gathering their strength to do so. We've got the Two of Spirals. Now, I think this is the Two of Wands. I'm pretty sure this is the Two of Wands. I'm going to... Because I know the mirrors are cups in this deck. Let's have a quick look. Because this deck is very, very symbolic. And it will tell you. So, Stones is Pentacles. Mirrors is Cups. I knew that. Spirals is Wands. So, this is actually the Two of Wands. And... Scrolls is actually Swords. Okay, hopefully I can remember that. If not, doesn't matter. Wow, look, we've got the Devil card. So this is in relation to a toxic energy. They've been gathering their strength to move away from a toxic energy. Wow. I mean, that cannot get any more clearer. Ace of Swords. Truth. So what I'm getting with this is the Ace of Swords, and this is the, in the normal tarot deck, this is the Magician. No, pardon me. This is actually the Fool in the normal tarot deck. My mistake. The DM is taking a leap of faith in relation to some truth. Now, can we get more clarification on what that truth is? Oh, wow. So we've got the Eight of Swords here. And we've got the Eight of Stones, which I believe... Oh, hang on, my cards just fell absolutely everywhere. Eight of Pentacles. Okay. See, I have not used these cards for such a long time, guys, so just bear with me. They are very, very symbolic, and you'll notice by the artwork on them. That was what attracted me. I'm kind of like a magpie. If I see anything with bright colours, beautiful artwork, I'm all over it like a pig in shit. So, this is truth about an anxiety and awkward feeling uncomfortable situation. And a situation that strongly revolved around money. So I feel like the DM is going to be bringing this communication around this karmic relationship. Something that they've sought counsel on, they've got advice about. And they're being the King of Swords. They're being very protective about this. It's almost like they've had to hide their true self from the world around them because the people in their life are not exactly going to be supportive. Six of Swords. They are definitely walking away. From this situation where somebody tried to trap them into a marriage. So I feel like the end game here was that, you know, the karmic wanted the DM for marriage and he's just said, nope. So now we're going to get the unicorns. Because I'm not so focused on the karmic energy right now. I want to do, the whole point of this was to focus on the union energies, what's going on with that. Yeah. Best friends, true friends, stick together no matter what. So I feel like the DM actually wants a friendship. They want that close friendship. Wow. This is worth waiting for. Your patience will be rewarded. Just be yourself. So I feel like here the DM has actually been worried to be himself. And I've seen this in the situation with my DM actually. But now he's actually starting to, you know, embrace who he is, which is awesome to see. Definitely yes. The answer to your question is a strong yes. So this is all about, he wants the friendship that you guys had back. He's saying he definitely wants this. And he knows he's been waiting a long time for it. But he's had trouble being himself. And so, you know, that in a sense has probably caused a delay. So, what's going on with the union itself? Again, guys, this was a bit of a mixed bag reading. I didn't plan on doing this. Wow, King of Swords. Very defensive, very protective. It's almost like if this guy sees anybody else talking to his divine feminine, he might be tempted to smack them one. Yeah. It's almost like with this card being here, he knows about some people in the divine feminine's life and he's been wanting to charge in and speak to her, give her some kind of advice about these people. But he feels like if he does so, he's kind of going to be intruding or imposing, and he kind of doesn't want to do that. But there are some people in the divine feminine's life that the DM's looking at and he's thinking, what the fuck is she even doing communicating with these people or associating with them? Wow. Tower. He feels like there's people in the divine feminine's life that are going to cause a tower moment. Yeah, we've got the Empress with it, so this is strong indication. Wow. Some of you might have your DM watching you from afar. Yeah, there is a toxic energy here. Somebody that feels very entitled, very defensive. Maybe they are going to be defending every single thing they say and they're living a double life. So maybe, I don't feel this is in relation to a third party. I feel like this is somebody saying one thing to your face and doing another behind your back. It's almost as if the DM has seen this toxic person or people in the divine feminine's life and he's thinking, does she even know their true face? We've got the Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups here. So he's thinking very strongly about the union. And he's thinking, making plans. There's still some conflict in the divine masculine's life. But for the most part, I feel like they are completing that. They are letting things fizzle out. They are letting nature take its course. Sorry about that, guys. That was just someone at the door. I live above a drug dealer, so I don't answer the door at any time of day, especially when nighttime. So we've got the 10 of Cups on the back. The DM wants this with you. Yep. He still feels like he's in an immature place, but he is pushing all his energy into coming forward. And he wants to give you justice. And he wants to show you, wow, guys, I can't even make this up. He wants to show you that this third party situation is dead. He wants to come in and give you truth. Wow. He's been hermit because he's been working on his happiness and getting rid of this Queen of Pentacles. And he's had to watch you from afar, because if he came in now with the Ace of Cups, or if he came in back then when the karmic situation was still full blown, there would be all this anxiety and he would be worried that you would end the relationship. Wow. And that you would push him out into the cold. Because there's a lot of DMs out there that actually wanted to come to you guys, even when they were a little bit more involved with the karmics than they are now. That's a fact. Look. That's why some of them are doing stalking. Because they had this Queen of Pentacles and they were hermit from you. And they did not want to come in with this. Because they were anxious, they were worried that if you knew that they were still sort of associated with the karmic, you'd end it. He is worried about rejection still. That has been the energy for a while. There is something you guys can do for that. Oh, look, we got the High Priestess on the bottom. That's amazing. You guys can talk to your masculine telepathically. Tell him that you will not reject him, that you love him, and any other awesome stuff that you want to add in. What I tend to do is I say, I'm here to support you. I'm here to be with you. You know, anytime you need an ear, I'm here. I'm never going to abandon you. You know, things like that. Obviously, you can use your own words. He is telling you he is definitely out. Because he's left this relationship here to go into this one. Okay? So now, guys, I want to grab these Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck. I haven't used these in a while either. But again, I'm mixing it up a little bit. You know, I think if I do the same cards all the time, we're going to get different readings. And I don't want to do that. So this represents a family life that's been turned upside down. I feel like the DM is communicating here, saying, look, this family life that you thought was such a big deal, it was either illusion the whole time, or it's just recently come crashing down. It's been turned upside down. Communication and the magnifying glass. So some of them are spying on your social media. We already knew this. but they're doing it to gain info before they communicate. So they are in the headspace of communication, which is awesome. Because they're thinking about a commitment. Wow. And 2 + 5 is also the Chariot, moving forward. They are worried that not only will you not accept them, but that you might treat them similar to what the karmic did because of the way he's treated you in the past. He's hoping that you will not bring that stuff up and kind of use it against him, to treat him in the same way, because now, as far as he's concerned, he's making up for lost time. Some of you are going to receive communication. You know, that's not going to resonate for every situation, or you're going to have communication that lets you know that he's burned bridges in his life. 3 + 8 = 11. Because he wants something more. He knows this is a blessed connection. And he knows at times he hasn't been loyal. But this is a lucky. He sees you as his lucky charm as well. It's almost like the DM's mindset is that, you know, you are his lucky charm. With you in his life, he feels like he can succeed. He feels like he can do better. He's so worried you're going to reject him. But he does want this happiness. Again, he's been watching you. But I feel this is more of a protective watching. Making sure you're okay, because the universe lit a fire under his arse. And he knows if he doesn't get out from the deep end, he might end up losing you. Time's running out. He knows it. He's been sat at home waiting all this time, and he knows he's kept you waiting, and he's just like, I need to take action. I need to take action. But he's planning, that's the thing. Planning on when he's going to take his gamble. So, let's finish off with the... I think we're going to go for the Rider-Waite. Oh. Oh wow, 4 of Swords in reverse. He doesn't want to keep you waiting anymore. He does not want to keep you waiting. Wants to bring justice. Look, that's come out twice now. Wants to come in as a Knight of Cups, because he's been working on this foundation, lifting his burdens, but he's still petrified you're going to reject him, because he held on to this karmic situation for so long. But now he wants to take a leap of faith, because the universe intervened with the Tower. I mean, guys, this can't get any more real. Because he wants this. He wants to give you something. He wants to give you something that makes you view him as credible. He wants you to actually... What I'm getting here is the DM wants you to actually approve of him. He's seeking your approval. And that's pretty powerful. Because he's been healing himself with this anxiety, with these endings and healing, and feeling like he's being immature. And now he actually wants your approval. Because he's so defensive, you're going to reject this love. He's actually paranoid about it, it would be fair to say. Yeah. And that's why many of them are rushing in. Because he knows you bring balance into his life. And he wants to give you that truth and that new start that he believes you deserve. Union. So guys, I don't think this message can get any clearer. If you want a personal read from me, my information will be in the description box below, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.